If you're watching the replay, you could always support the channel by sending a super thanks. That's right, a super thanks. That's the heart shape with the $sign in it, right below the video. Let's go.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
We're gonna have a great show tonight. Let's get the support up. Super chats, cash outs, PayPals. Shout out to everybody that shared the live stream. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button so far. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Shout out to our sister Chibo, man.
Spacey got the sauce on.
Running an excellent live stream. That's our sister.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Just over a minute before showtime. I appreciate the No Cap crew being in the building. Thank you. It is a wonderful Saturday night. We got our special guest panel tonight. Make sure y'all share the live stream. We're gonna have a great time.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So then you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked into No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your dog, please hit that like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is if you rock with your boy Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Without further ado, shout out to these beautiful, lovely ladies. I really appreciate y'all being here. Words cannot describe the essence of. Am I doing good?
Yes.
How y'all doing this lovely Saturday?
Good. How are you?
Man, I've been ripping and running. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I kind of went late. I went live later than usual because one of our sisters, El Cheapo, she was live and she did her first panel show tonight and she was nervous. And I was in her chat, you know, just modding and stuff.
Being
And
big brother supporting.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go live too much into her show. You know, I was trying to, you know, because I know she was nervous and everything. So.
Oh, that's nice of you. Shout out to El Cheapo.
Yeah, you know. Shout out to Anna and my sister MJ. So we're gonna do something different tonight. We're gonna talk about something that happened with Tyreek Hill. There's some controversy going on. Y'all know about what happened with Tyreek Hill lately? He got caught up in a domestic violence situation with his girl. Okay, so we're gonna talk about something that happened recently while he was actually playing in the NFL game, and the broadcaster actually brought that up, and now the NFL is under scrutiny. So I'm going to ask you guys your opinion on that, and I'm going to do something different tonight. It might be stale, I don't know. I'm just trying something, right? So what I'm going to do different tonight is I asked ChatGPT what are some relationship questions that I can ask, and ChatGPT gave me about 12 questions.
Oh God.
So I might ask ChatGPT in real time too, so he can give me some more suggestions while we're live. But what I can do is I can read the questions off, and then y'all could just say whether you want to answer the questions, or you can say, nah, Freezy, pass. Is that fair?
That's so fair. I feel like that's so much nicer than what I've ever seen on a podcast.
What? No,
I like
because
this side. It's so
you know
nice.
what it is? I be looking for content, and I be trying to come up with my own questions, but I be feeling like some of my questions be corny, and I don't know. But y'all know you guys are content creators, man. Like putting together a show and then trying to make it interesting, it could be a challenge sometimes, you know. But yeah, I was like, I don't know why I thought about. I was like, you know what? I can ask ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT. Ever since I found out about ChatGPT, I've been addicted. Like I've been on ChatGPT for only like 2 weeks now. But once I got on it,
Grok. You have to try Grok.
What is it called?
It's Grok. I think it's Grok. It's Grok. It's the new X AI. And have you tried it, MJ?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
It's
It's
good.
like, yeah. And I
I
just
never
got
heard of it.
it's so new and so good. I just bought the pro package and I now called it my best friend. And I'm like, hey, bestie. And then it tells me everything. It told me how to cook what kind of meat to order, how to cook it. I mean, it's on crack. I love it. You gotta try. If you like ChatGPT, try that one.
You think you like Grok better than ChatGPT?
Look, even MJ tried it.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Both of
I
y'all
think
do.
it's a better. I think it's a better system. I do. I think it's a like an updated version of Chat GPT, but you can still use Chat GPT if you still getting into using AI and stuff like that. I think that it's definitely still beginner, but if you want a little bit more, you know,
Y'all making me feel lame, man. Like I'm just behind and stuff.
No,
No
I
captivity.
just had an iPhone 13 Pro for the last like whoever knows how many years, and I finally upgraded my phone, and I don't know how to use it. So like we're good.
Okay.
Own it.
That made me feel a little better. So let's do a roll call to see who's all in the building right now. Shout out to Emperor Kojak 313 the Great. What's going on, Emperor? He said, what up, though, Freezy? And chat, smash that like button hard right now. Shout out to Emperor. I appreciate you being here, Imp.
No captivity.
Make sure y'all subscribe to his gaming channel. Also, shout out to Kimberly Johnson, all the way from Temecula, California. That's right, Temecula, California. Shout out to Kimberly. She said, hey, Freezy and Imp. Shout out to you,
No
sis.
captivity.
Peaches De Leon in the building. She said, like button smash. Always #1 fan. No captivity. Shout out to Peaches De Leon.
No captivity.
Genesis, I am. Saying, hey, sugars, as always. Shout out to Genesis. What's going on, Genesis?
No captivity.
Shout out to 907 Good Eats. Time for tea at 907 Good Eats. She said, hey, No Cap crew. Great to see you, sis. Great to see you.
No captivity.
Who else is in it? Wally World, old time friend. What's going on, Wally? Hope everything's going well,
No
bro.
captivity.
And there she is, the voice of Venus, showing love as always. Venus had a great live stream earlier. Both of my sisters, MJ and Venus, had it. Well, they always doing their thing. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Venus in the building.
No captivity.
What the Helly TV? I think I seen you here before, What the Helly, but if I haven't, your name looks familiar. But hopefully you hit that notification bell. What the Helly says, salute.
No captivity.
Shout out to you, What the Helly. Great to see you. Liberated Soul. You say, look out, bruh. Panel and chat. Hope everybody good. Shout out to you, Liberated Soul. Right back at you.
No captivity.
Travis Allen. He said, what up, No Cap crew? What's going on, bro?
No captivity.
Lord ADS. He said, what up, Freezy? What's going on, Lord ADS?
No captivity.
Pumps and a bump. Showing love, giving hearts out. Thank you, sis.
No captivity.
Tough guy. He said, Freezy, my kneesy. What's going on, tough guy?
No captivity.
And that's it. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys plan on sharing the live stream and becoming a part of the No Cap campaign. Make sure you share the live stream. Put a 1 in the chat if anybody is okay with sharing the live stream. I appreciate you. The share button is right below the video, right next to the like and the dislike button. Whoever shares the live stream, I appreciate you. And I wish all of y'all $11 million.
No captivity.
Thank you. Also, shout out to everybody that hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. We got 20 people to hit the like button. Well, 21 people that hit the like. Yes, right. Follow MJ's finger, her thumb. Hit the like button. 21 people hit the like button. We're off to a great start. What y'all think, ladies? 22. It's off to that's a good start. 22 likes. You think, Cess?
yeah, we can get it better. But
Okay.
that's a good start.
Okay, we're steadily going up. It's 23 likes. I wish all of y'all $4 million in your life.
No captivity.
If you don't like something about this live stream for some reason so far, hit the dislike button. I always encourage people to hit the dislike button. You know, it's all engagement. You know, one of these days, you know what? One of these days, I'm gonna have more dislikes than likes. But you know, it's okay. It's all right. I asked for it. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate
No
you.
Cap-tivity.
Let's see. To support this platform and to support stories of this magnitude, especially if you would like your comments read and highlighted. Shout out to Marcus in the building. What's going on, Marcus? Especially if you would like your comments read and highlighted. You could do three things. Either leave a super cap, aka super chat, or you can leave a cash cap, aka cash app to $ Freezy no cap right above MJ. $ Freezy no cap. That's the cash cap. And also PayPal is no captivity with freeze. That's no captivity with freeze without the Y.
No Cap-tivity.
Last but not least, somebody asked, how can I become a sponsor of tonight's show? It's very easy. All you got to do is contribute $20 or more, and you will be the initial and official sponsor of tonight's show so far. $20 to be the sponsor. Who will it be? Shout out to you. Whoever it will be, your name will appear on the legendary flashing sponsorship board. I appreciate y'all in advance. It's time to get this show started. Let's go.
No Cap-tivity.
So I got a couple of things I want to. Should I go straight into the Tyreek Hill thing? No, I'm not gonna go straight into that. This is what I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna there's a story. Okay, both of y'all are content creators, so the first one is gonna be lighthearted. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Okay. Let me pull this screen up. Here we go. So the first video that I'm going to show, people have been coming out with podcasts. Jim Jones, Mano, Fabulous, and Dave East just launched a new podcast called Let's Wrap It Up. Here we go. I'm sorry, let's rap about it. What the hell? Let's rap about it, not let's wrap it up. That sounded like a condom commercial. Let's wrap it. Here we go.
What you cooking up?
Hey, a lot of shit been going on, so let's rap about it. A lot of right, a lot of wrong, so let's rap about it.
Controversy every week, so let's rap about it. Family that don't even speak, we can rap about it.
They crashing out on IG, let's rap about it. Everybody wanna beef, let's rap about it.
People going outside, let's rap about it. They really want clout bad, let's rap about it.
Let's rap about it. Let's rap about it. Let's rap about it. Let's rap about it.
So my first question is, are these people making it hard for us? Just for us regular folks? I'm just saying, like, I'm just getting tired of these people, man. Damn. Just can't they let us have something? Shit. What do y'all think, man? Cause I'm just getting tired of these like celebrities just coming out with podcasts. Every time I see one of these people come out with a podcast, I just be like, why? You ain't got nothing else better to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already hard for us struggling podcasters trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get our...
You almost made me teary-eyed.
I know. We both died at the same time. We were like...
Y'all don't be thinking like that when these people, like, when y'all...
Okay, so I'm on this whole tip of not judging people, and then you say that, which is what better than what I was thinking. I was like, wait, they're really doing this on purpose, out loud, in front of people. All right.
The first thing that came to mind was, can y'all go sit y'all old asses down somewhere? That
Right.
that was like the first thing that came to my mind. Like, we don't need another podcast from you guys. Don't Jim Jones, don't he have his own podcast already? So now he added on other individuals to create this new podcast. And are they going to actually rap about these issues, or are they going to sit down and have a conversation like every 100,000 of podcasters have a conversation about topics and new ideas? Or are you actually going to wrap it out? Because I think that would be very interesting if it's an
Oh, that'll be
actual
different. Yeah. But I hate musicals though, so that probably wouldn't work for me.
No captivity.
Y'all like musicals? I hate musicals, man. I don't like musical movies.
But I do agree with you though. It seems like it's the avenue that they want to venture in, and they're using the fact that they have already a established name and already a strong or long fan base to kind of like pretty much monopolize something that was for the underling or the ones who were undiscovered and the ones who's trying to build their platform from scratch. So yeah, I do kind of see like they're just taking over that lane, really.
Well, I just think that these people already kind of have an advantage because they've already had marketing behind them in their their musical professional career or whatever, and coming to this arena, it just seems like, to me, it seems almost unfair because we have to actually really brainstorm and put extra work in, and we're damn near just begging people to just hit the like button sometimes. It's just these people are coming with an advantage, I think, and I just think it's unfair. And I've tried to check out some of their podcasts and stuff. Some of these people are just like, they just lame. Like, their podcasts aren't good. But, they get like they have more of an advantage because of their celebrity status and everything. And we know that's how social media actually works. It works off of clout and attention and stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that briefly because I just really wanted to express my frustration and kind of just use this as an opportunity to cuss, because I'm trying to stop cussing. And what you said? But what do you think, Anna? How do you feel about these celebrities and stuff developing these podcasts and stuff?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. The thing, I don't know. I just think it's funny. I really don't. How do I say this? Podcasting is like the new rapper. Like, if you think about it, we are out here slanging our CDs and like, you know
That's
what I mean?
That's a fact, though. Yeah.
So that's why to me it's more like they're just the bottom feeders and they make me look better. I look a little bit better when I go to a family function, because then if I show that, they're like, oh, okay, you're not so bad. And I'm like, or like my sister turned 15 and she trolls me the worst. She like told me that I'm gonna end up like the guy that was like doing the triangle stuff and that got to prison with the OnlyFans girls and everything, the bald guy. We can't say his name, otherwise your thing will get taken.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But she was comparing me to him and saying that like I'm gonna create my own like misogynistic empire. So again, that's what comes to my mind when you're asking me this. It's like, people are taking it so seriously, but you need to, the reason your stuff works, I haven't seen yours, MJ, but I know that for sure the reason yours works is because you're a people person. You don't have to put other people, fuck, dude. You don't have to put other people down to make yourself feel better. And I've been around here for enough to see the shiesty fat fucks. Oops, I need to stop judging. And I like literally got, I told you I was judging it, and then my coach did a woo woo thing on me. And then like this fat guy on TikTok proved a point saying that like skinny fucks are all just strong everywhere except for the mind. So I need to stop judging. But they've been primarily fat that have tried to screw me over, or like it's weird because like I've had a hit piece made on me by this like black guy that he wanted to have like a hanky panky thing, and I said no. He was trying to come visit me in LA, and I'm like no. And so then he made a hit piece on me to his he had like 2 million followers. So I watched it. It was like up to like 600 and something thousand views when I saw it.
Nah.
I mean, it makes me look like such a hoe. And
why are you laughing about this? You so
what else are you gonna do? And that's
I
my
feel
point.
you. I feel you.
That's my point. If you don't have a thick skin to do this shit, then like don't do it.
That's a fact.
To me, like it is the rapper thing or like being an actor, but it's like that in anything. We just don't put a magnifying glass, and it's more socially respectable to be an attorney or something else.
Facts. Yeah.
So I don't know. To me, I like it. I'm like, you guys make me look a little bit better. And if you really look at it, like the reason I said that you're people person is everyone I see you interact with, as long as they come correct to you, you're like gassing them up, loving on them. And even if they don't come correct to you, you have some patience that I don't understand.
Everybody say that, you know. Yeah.
He does.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm a raging bitch sometimes. You know what I mean? And like, I have to like hold on and be like, okay, you're giving your power away if you react to the trolls, but I want to so bad.
You know what I said? I said to myself a while ago that if I'm going to try to do this for a while, I might as well try to make it as pleasant as possible, because a lot of these people will try to, you know, steal your peace and take your, you know, your joy away. And we're really in the control of our own like peace, you know, so I've learned that we can control what we react to, how we react to it. People, they just have a mission. Some people have a mission to just throw you off and just take your focus away and make you feel terrible. Obviously, because they're projecting, you know, they might feel terrible on the inside. So, you know, a lot of people use social media as a vice and a way to affect other people so they won't feel alone in their misery. So once I figured that out, I was like, yeah, I'm going to try not to let people affect me. Every now and then I'll jump out of my body when the disrespect is just unpardonable. You know what I'm saying? It's just intolerable or something like that. But as these people, they'll get satanic. I mean, they'll talk about your dead mama. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a damn, you know. So you know, so you do have to have thick skin. You know, my mom's passed away. Somebody actually talked about my dead mom. Like, somebody actually tried to troll me so hard. I made a mistake a long time ago and said my mother's name. Somebody made an account with my mother's name and was in the chat. And I was like, really? Why? Why would you do that? You know? So you do have to have thick skin and understand that it's not you, it's them. You know, they're the one with the issue, with the problem. You know what I'm saying? So.
But like, think about like the cojones you have to have a shitty rap song and put that out. Like, at least like I get attacked by other people. I didn't put that out myself. There's everything I did. I like can stand behind. Like, okay, I did that. Okay, I did that. That is, maybe someone looks at my shit and they're like, ill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So let's go on to the next video I want to react to. Let's see. Let's pull it up. So this guy right here, this is kind of in MJ's territory. This is kind of like some law and crime type stuff. This guy right here, he was charged with murder of his girlfriend after police discovered he lied about her being attacked by strangers.
Police have just led out of a police precinct in the Bronx a man who they say murdered his girlfriend but pretended both of them were stabbed by men on a moped. This is 44-year-old Franklin Batalis. He showed up at an ER with his girlfriend, 30-year-old Antonella Contreras Linares. This was Wednesday night, claiming that both had been attacked on City Island. Linares died of her wounds, but Batalis had a cut on his forearm. The victim was a nurse at Mount Sinai Morningside. Cops say the couple was in the process of breaking up. Breaking news, police have just let out.
So I've been doing this for a little minute now, and I search stories, and I'm periodically reporting on real events that happen in the real world, like this one right here. And what I've been seeing more and more often is what would y'all call this? Fatal, like a fatal attraction type. I don't know what it is. What would you call this, MJ? It's like
this is a murder, but it's definitely a part of domestic violence. Yeah.
So I've been seeing crimes like this, crimes of passion. That's what I was looking for. I've been seeing crimes of passion like this more and more in society. Why do you guys think that somebody would actually murder their significant other instead of just letting them go? I mean, why do they feel the need to actually take this person off of the face of the earth? I'm gonna start with Anna, and then I'm gonna go to MJ. Go ahead, Anna. You're on mute, Anna.
Of course I am. I always do that. I was saying, does MJ want to go first? Because I talk a lot.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, MJ.
I go on run-ons.
Oh, that's not a problem. I would love to listen. But if you want me to go first, I will go ahead. Truthfully, it all boils down to control, right?
Okay.
It's having the last say. Even when you thought that you can leave me, even though you thought that you was in control of the situation or in control of yourself, that was literally the last leg to prove to this person that you were not in control. And this is why they take that route, because I'm in agreement if, at one point, if the person don't no longer want to be with you anymore, where does your self-esteem kick in to say, okay, maybe I need to call it quits, especially if it's told to you directly, like this is over. And this is not something that just only like in reference to men. This is also with women too. Like once you get that direct answer that it's done, it's over, this is when self-esteem has to kick in, dignity have to kick in, and it's time to exit. But in this particular situation, no was a no. And it's unfortunate this happened in the they were from the Bronx and City Island. I mean, I go to City Island. I love the restaurants out there. There are a lot of seafood restaurants. One of the best seafood restaurants is in City Island when you're in the New York State tri-state area. And I know that area. That area is, especially at night, is very, very excluded. There's only just like cars that go around. They don't really have sidewalks. So it's very dark, it's very eerie. And for them to, or him to say that they got, jumped by some guys on mopeds and stuff like that, that's really unrealistic, because law enforcement, police drive around that area all the time due to the fact that there's a lot of woods and trees over there, and someone can actually get kidnapped or picked up from the street. But yeah, to answer your question, it really just boils down to control, really, and having the last laugh or the last say so in a relationship where they felt that they were losing control.
Control issues. Yeah, that was a very good answer. What do you think, Anna? This is gonna be
so much fun.
What do you think?
I like
Anna?
you, MJ, a lot. I've been manifesting girlfriends, so hi.
That's what's up.
No, because I like that. I do this shit all the time and no one else gets it like this. Like you love this too. But I like it because we have different thoughts or different perspectives. Okay, so like when I look at both of you and I read faces, right? I can see that you're both real ones, but you're both also leaders and highly aware, and you have a lot of love and self-love. When I look at someone like that, you're asking like, where was the self-esteem of like, oh, this person said they don't want you, don't ask them twice, don't make them tell you twice. It's not there. So I agree with what you're saying, except I think that it's more like they're drowning. Like the psychology behind it is more of, this is the thing that determines my value and it's trying to leave. Therefore, I'm no longer valuable. And it's like you said, that form of control. But I think it could be either or too. Like it doesn't have to be one or the other, because it's like, that's a really valid point that I didn't think about.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're 100% correct on that, Anna, because it can actually be on both sides in this scenario.
That's why I
And
said
that's
I
the
like
reason
you.
why that's why the woman stayed, right? Because she wanted to
Uh-huh.
control the situation by staying and sacrificing herself instead of picking dignity and leaving. And he wanted to control the situation as having the last laugh, that he can harm you, or you're not going anywhere, or you can't live your life without me. So I can see it happening on both sides. That's a great statement. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think both was great statements. My second question pertaining to this issue is, have you guys experienced well, not getting killed, but I'm just saying, have you experienced that? Have you experienced like somebody that
I
had
have
control?
died on the inside before. I have.
Have you hold on before you do this? Shout out to Lady D, Lawan Shaheed, Black Lexicon, The World Class, what's up, bro? JD 1975, Fear No Mortals, what's up, sis? And Jalen, shout out to y'all, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, have y'all experienced a very controlling partner? And also, it's a two-part question. To the point where you kind of got a little afraid a little bit.
Oh, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Would you mind talking about it just a little bit?
Okay, so this is definitely, it's on my bucket list to gossip about it, because I told the motherfucker not to contact me again, and he did. So now it's free for all. So I had this ex, his name was Ryan Manning, and he was so controlling and narcissistic, and I was a dumb bitch. I was dumb. I deserved it. It matched. The frequency was there because I was dumb as shit. Okay. But he was cheating, and the issue is that when you're in those toxic relationships, you do get into a form of psychosis, because what you are experiencing, your reality, is being told to you that it's not your reality. And then like it really is like a psychological warfare, where then they turn the people around you to make you look like the bad guy. And I had friendships that were like 10 years old. And like, here's the thing though, I grew up kind of a little not the best. So I understand, and I have it really easy in the sense of like, if you guys left, then you were not my friends, because that shit was fucked up. He cheated, like it was on paper. And one of the last things of why we broke up was because he threw me. And this dude was like 6'5". And I got a spine injury because of that. And so it was documented in the courts. I mean, not courts. It was documented in our therapy thing. I didn't press charges. I never spoke about it. We had a clean break. I'm like, that was it. And then he continued to stalk me, and I dropped everyone that was still with him. I put up my boundaries. I started everything new. And then he continued to go to wherever I was. So if I went to a club with a friend, he was there half an hour later. If I had a new friend group over here, he was trying to weasel his way in. This was after the breakup. And like, the worst part of it is that I still wasn't standing up for myself, and I still didn't have clear boundaries, and I still couldn't technically, like, I was trying to leave, but it still wasn't, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know then what I know now, was that he valued what I represented until I no longer represented that. And it's like, both parties are sick, right? I was sick because I accepted that, but he was sick because of that's what he does. Either way, both parties are imbalanced, and like, but it's like, it's not just physical, because it's really a lot more psychological. You start second guessing yourself again, and then thinking if you're making things out of or like blowing them out of proportion. It was just kind of like psycho. And so like that's actually how I ended up with like the man space stuff, because I started podcasting by accident. Some girl asked me to do it, and to like cover for her because she couldn't. And I found it was a lot of fun. And then I was realizing like, oh, there are good people trying to like better themselves and I was in there for a little bit and I was like, oh, this is too sick too. Um, and then I went on another journey and got to where I am now, but which is a lot healthier. But that stuff is real. And if you're not cautious of who you hang out with and who you allow in your circle, it's not just in a personal romantic relationship that this can happen in. It can damn near be friends. Like people are losing it right now. They're not having connections, so they're desperate for it. And when they're desperate for something, they're not safe. At least to me, that's the way I see it. They're not in control of their faculties.
Was it difficult for you
That's a monologue, man.
what was it difficult for you to leave initially?
It was yeah, it was really difficult for me to leave, but it was more of the like I was doing like events in Hollywood and I was running things. Like I wasn't a just like a basic girl hanging out. So when the issue for me was like reputation wise, anywhere I went, I felt like I couldn't escape. Reputation wise, if he's going to show up somewhere, if he's going to show up at an event that I'm hosting, like it was bad for a while. And then finally, I told him I was going to get a restraining order because it was documented of what he did to me if he doesn't stop. So he finally did, because he knows like he was in the military. So it still is. So he would not have his military pay, and they would definitely have some sort of impact. So I never did anything. Several years later, like now, he tried DMing me and like playing a little game again. And it's like, all right, dog, like I told you, if you ever contact me, it's out. And you know that like I told you I'm not a forgiving person.
Why you kind of looked out of the side of your eye, MJ, a little bit?
She said that he was in the military and he still is in the military. I was like, you want to give me his name?
I just did. It's Ryan Manning. I don't care anymore.
Oh,
that's
okay.
the thing. Like, and now I'm saying it on YouTube, so I know the implications, but he had a fair warning several times. Do not ever contact me. I mean, he was telling my family that I was doing drugs when I wasn't. It was psycho, like very insane.
Full-blown narc.
Yeah, and like I didn't ever experience it. And now in hindsight, even in the beginning of the dating, I remember when he met my mom, he was like mimicking her, and I didn't understand. He's like, oh yeah, that's a way to make people like you. So years later, when I'm on my little healing journey, I'm like, oh my God, I never even knew that motherfucker. He just pretended to be me and I liked me. So it just, you know what I mean? It is, I do think though, like if you haven't had the experience, it's just because you don't need to. I had things where I didn't value myself. And so I also thought by having a relationship, the relationship, like I would have a happily ever after, and that would be my value. And that's not healthy to be a mom or a caretaker in a family with that mindset either. That's when kids get all fucked up later on, that like mom puts so much pressure because all these things, because she never learned to love herself.
Thank you for sharing that. And I want to say that anybody that's in a very controlling, abusive relationship, there are agencies that you can call. Maybe one of the mods can put it in the chat if you need assistance, or if you just don't have the strength. Maybe somebody can talk you into feeling better about severing yourself from that abusive relationship, whether it's man or woman, right? But I think this is a very very serious issue, and it's growing. I think that just people are just becoming more and more sadistic, and relationships are becoming more and more dysfunctional. So these are the things that we have to look out for. I like to, kind of have conversations about this so we can spread spread the word, man. You know, you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Just like Anna just shared, you know. And I'm grateful for you sharing that, Anna. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's get it.
No Cap-tivity.
So let's go to the main topic. Yo, we moving through this fast, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm getting good at this.
That's good because you know I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. We're about to get up out of here real fast. Let me see. So this is the main topic right here. This says Prime Video Thursday. So you know, Thursday Night Football is on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime Video Thursday Night Football broadcast under fire for mentioning Tyreek Hill's off-field domestic violence case during game. Quote unquote, so nasty and classes. Let's see if they got a backstory on him. Okay, right here. Tyreek Hill's estranged wife, Keita Vaccaro, claims he physically abused her at least 8 times throughout their 17-month marriage. Alleges he shoved a marijuana cigarette in her face, spat on her, and got physical while she was pregnant with their daughter. So during a NFL game, this was mentioned during the game, during the broadcast. Here we go.
The NFL is investigating accusations of domestic violence against Tyreek Hill. In filings made earlier this month related to his divorce, Hill's ex-wife alleges he was violent with her on 8 separate occasions dating back to January 2024. He's denied this and has not been charged criminally. In 2015, Hill pleaded guilty to domestic violence charges stemming from his time at Oklahoma State, guys.
Thank you. You know, he's no stranger to off-the-field stuff.
So, do y'all think that what the female announcer said during this gameplay of Tyreek Hill while he was actually on a live broadcast as far as the NFL game, a lot of people are criticizing this reporter for actually bringing that up during this live game. And some people are saying it sounded personal because she was a female and they felt like it was inappropriate. Do you guys feel like that was inappropriate for her to bring up his personal business and that he wasn't being he hasn't been charged yet or whatnot? Do you think that was unfair and too personal for her to actually bring up? I'm going to start with Anna, and then I'm going to go with MJ.
My monologues. I personally don't, just because I think that we've had a long time of people being able to be pieces of shit in the background and then go and play a game in the NFL. And if it is true, you know what I mean? There used to be a time where you had to be a certain kind of person in order to qualify to be in the NFL, because it is prestigious. There are a lot of guys that want to be playing, and it's probably one of the only ones that it seems like a lot of men's sports have the thing where it doesn't matter what they're doing off the court as long as they're performing on the court. And that's kind of like the good old boys club still happening. So to me, I think it's actually valid, and it's like an overcorrection of what we've been seeing of them getting slaps on the wrists. And there's also the NFL. The reason the NFL doesn't even want to touch that, though, because then they would also have to be liable and responsible for all the concussions the guys are having.
Yeah, that's what some people were saying too. They were surprised that NFL would even touch that. What do you think, MJ?
I'm definitely in agreement with Anna per se. The simple fact is, yeah, it might have been a little tasteless, right? But we do have like some form of like underground type of community or social, a social environment that's now happening in NFL, that you find out these individuals have done horrible things, cruel things, or when they reach higher limits, whether it's unaliving someone and stuff, now it gets brung out. And it's kind of like creating this falsehood about these individuals being a great player, but then also being a great human being outside of the uniform. And that's not necessarily the case. And, Freezy, I spoke with this to you before about limerence, right? And we have all experienced limerence in our life, where when it comes down to our favorite celebrity, our favorite sports athlete, we tend to believe that since this person performs the way that we want them to perform, we make that's their character. We act like we actually know these individuals outside, off the camera, off the field, off the basketball court, and we don't know these individuals. So yes, will I say that what the reporter did was kind of tasteless, maybe even a little overkill to go into process? Absolutely, but I do commend them for calling things out going forward, so people can really decide if they want to continue to follow and support certain individuals once they have this information out there for their fingertips.
Yeah. I think that she kind of did go out on a limb, and it sounded like it was of her own autonomy. I don't even think that was. It didn't sound like, because sometimes broadcasters have things that's on a list of things that they're supposed to actually say. To me, it sounded impromptu. They're bringing up a good point in the chat that it's still allegations. Some people thinks that the broadcaster should be suspended. Do y'all think that if she does get suspended, that it will be justified, or it'll be too harsh?
I will definitely say I will leave that to the network for them to decide, because if these are allegations and she made a statement as in facts, actual facts, and then later on it comes out that it's not true, or any other new evidence when it goes through the proceedings, then that network is going to be liable. So I will let the network decide if they want to punish her for that, even if it's a suspension, maybe even lose, she can't report on a couple of games. I think it's up to them, really.
If they did suspend her, would you feel like that would be too harsh in your opinion?
I would only think it would be too harsh if they gave her the wiggle room according to her contract to bring up certain things about athletes, and while the time they're having a hot game, like a game that's people is watching and stuff like that. Because the equivalent to this is if he was having a new baby boy, or she just gotten birth, nobody would say, well, you're violating their privacy, their family privacy, for reporting on the fact that they had a new child. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, oh my God, this is great, this is wonderful, look, they have a new kid, a new bundle of joy.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's picking and choosing what you feel is great to to throw out there and exploit, and then what you want to be hitting. And that's, like I said, that's subjective.
Okay. What do you think, Anna, as far as if there are some repercussions to this female broadcaster? If she is suspended, do you think that will be too harsh, or do you think that she kind of brought it on herself, it would be justified?
Yeah, you kind of just own it, in my opinion. I don't think it's a business. So if you're an employee of that business and you go out of line, it's their prerogative to do whatever they feel or deem is right for them. It's a business. It's the NFL. It's not.
She froze. Anna, I think you froze. If you can't unfreeze yourself, you might want to drop down and come back. If you can hear me, Anna. Let me drop her down until she comes back. You froze, Anna. Just drop down and come back. But yeah, MJ, what I'm thinking of is, because he plays for the Miami Dolphins, and that could kind of hurt their like merchandise sales with Tyreek Hill. He's a huge player, man. And I'm pretty sure the owners didn't appreciate that, but it's like a rock in a hard place because you don't want to condone the, you know what I'm saying? There she is. She's back.
No, I totally agree because, like I said, if it comes down to business wise, that will affect the brand of the Miami Dolphins. That also affects his personal brand and any type of sponsorships or any type of deals that he might want to be looking at, a Nike deals, whatever, right? So money can be lost. However, again, is it really that reporter's responsibility if money is lost, right? Unless there is some type of business transaction or connection with the network and with the Miami Dolphins, then I don't really see it as their problem. If anything, that's a benefit to their network to bring out up and coming topics and issues with their players. So I'm just only thinking as a business standpoint, really.
Anna, I want you to finish your thought where you left off from, if you can remember.
It was just the same. I was just
You
gonna
were saying
repeat the
she just
same.
gotta
Sorry,
own it. You
I don't
feel like
know.
she just gotta own it or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep on forgetting to charge my computer. um,
It happens to the
I just
best
feel
of us.
like
Don't worry.
I feel like if you're gonna go be a rebel, you gotta go be a rebel, and you know that that's gonna be a possibility if you're gonna go be a rebel. So like, I was, if I ever protested or done anything, like I was like, damn, I might go to jail. So like, I leave my location on. I let my parents know something. You know what I mean? It's the same thing here. She knew what she was getting into when she said it. If it's off scripted, that's my opinion. I'm with
Shout
you.
out
I
to you.
stand with her.
Shout out to you. Shout out to both of y'all. Shout out to Big Bad Bull.
No Cap-tivity.
Big Bad Bull gifted 10 new memberships. Thank you, Big Bad Bull. I appreciate you, man. And congratulations to everybody that was a recipient of these new VIP passes. Shout out to Big Dog Barkin, Sunshine, Purge the BS, Nightbreaker, E Senior, E Dub, Bear, Her That's Her. How you doing, sis? Fierce Soul, Jocelyn. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Big Bad Bull. Thank you. And Big Bad Bull also is our initial and official sponsor of tonight's show so far as well. Shout out to you, Big Bad Bull.
No Cap-tivity.
Make sure you guys maintain your VIP passes, which is channel memberships every month, as we do a sponsorship live stream every Wednesday, a VIP Wednesday live stream. Welcome to the VIP crew. So just to say something brief about it as well for that lady, I think that it was cringe when I seen they had him center screen during a football game. It was very cringe. He's thinking about a football game. Everybody's in football spirit, and she just brings up some Ike and Tina shit, and she was like, and he hasn't been charged. It's like she really was saying it with her chest, and she was upset about that. You just never know somebody's motive. I don't condone domestic violence on any level. Hell, I don't even condone verbal abuse. I don't condone physical abuse, or I don't even like verbal abuse either. So I actually, let me not say it. I think long-term verbal abuse can kind of be a little worse, but that's a whole nother subject matter. But yeah, I just think that I'm on the fence with that. Like, sports fanatics have read the news articles. They already know what this dude has gotten himself into. And it's, to be fair, like some of the people in the chat said, he has not been convicted, just like the and maybe she felt like she was doing him justice by actually mentioning that he never got charged. I don't know. Maybe she felt like she was doing him a favor by mentioning that. You're muted, Anna. You're muted.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that last part. Why bring it up if you're gonna like pedal back? That's what she did. It's like she started it and then she pedaled back with like, oh, but he hasn't been charged. Like,
yeah, that's what made it cringe.
Yeah, that makes it the unfortunate thing too is that like that's what I wasn't clear on is if he was actually convicted or not. But the unfortunate part is that we have parties on both sides, men that beat women and women that lie about it. Like,
He hasn't even been
it's
charged. I think that's what she said. And so with him not even being charged,
then why bring it up?
yeah,
I thought that it was charged, then bring it up. But if it's not charged, then you're kind of you're doing it too quick, which makes sense why she backpedaled. Then she should get
yeah.
fired.
See what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people are kind of like scrutinizing her. She's under a lot of scrutiny, whatever. But then again, on the
Damn.
flip side, there are women, a lot of women that I've seen the comments, they was like, who cares? Nobody cares about him. He should not, be putting his hands on women and stuff,
And
Domestic
that's what's
violence
the
is
byproduct.
yeah. Domestic violence is a very touchy subject. Um, Whether, he hasn't been charged, but you just don't want to hear anything. You don't want to say that his woman or his ex-woman, I guess now, is a liar. You don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to demonize the abused. You know what I'm saying? So to me it's just a touchy thing,
Let me ask you a question, Freezy.
yeah.
This reporter, was she a part of one of the football networks, or was she an actual reporter from a news reporting station, like a part of it, like an NBC, things of that sort?
She was a part of the Prime Amazon Prime crew, the broadcast crew, because that's where they show Thursday Night Footballs at. So she works for Amazon Prime, the broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
How I have me, like I said, I understand your stance on it because it's like you kind of vilifying the guy while he's playing, he's playing the football, and if it's not confirmed yet that he has been charged for what is allegedly being said for him, it
Yeah.
can do a lot of damage. It can put him in a position where he can't even provide for his family or his ongoing family going forward, right? Which
Mhm.
will also kind of inherently hurt the wife or the exchange wife as well. So I mean, I get it, but in a way I kind of still have my stance from earlier about there's been so many times where the NFL did not bring things up, about their players that they knew. It's been stories where the NFL has been seen to cover for them, really, or even help with payoffs, really,
Yeah.
about certain situations that have happened with their players. So I think that people are getting fed up with these type of situations going under the rug, and maybe they're taking a stance or using their platform or what ability they do have to speak about it. But again, yeah, like I said, she did overstep her boundaries a little bit. She did type a kind of backtrack, and this is why I wanted to know what type of reporter she was, because
Mhm.
even though you might have a degree in journalism, you might have a degree in sports journalism, not necessarily to deal with all the technical parts of something like domestic violence or civil court, proceedings. So to
Mhm.
be speaking on something like that, and people look at you as a reporter who has credentials and you know what you're talking about and things of that sort, that can also lead to a problem. But then again, that would be a problem for the network because they hired her. So as again, they have the last laugh and the last say about everything.
Yeah, I agree with that. To be honest with you, I don't think she's gonna get fired. She's not gonna get fired or even suspended. I think this is gonna blow over. And nobody's gonna say. I don't think nobody in their right mind is gonna say, "Oh, Tyreek Hill's wife is lying." You know what I'm saying? You know, whether he's
You know how
charged or
they
not.
get on social media, Freezy.
Well, yeah, the gender war and everything, it gets kind of crazy, but
You know how they get, they start attacking her, they start attacking this, they start trying to find old aunts and niece and cousins and best friends
Yeah.
from way back who can let me know when this girl was a hoe. So I can see, she was a lying hoe. So I could bring her on a podcast so she can talk all this horrible shit about this trick right here. So don't just believe everything that happened to her because, she has a past.
Well, her allegations were so detailed, all the way down to him spitting on her. It was just so.
That's the part that puts a red flag, the details. Because I'm reading it too right now. I was looking up the
Yeah.
reports and stuff, and like she's graphic with what she's saying that
Yeah.
he did to her.
Yeah. So that's kind of when you use your spidey senses, you're like, yeah, she didn't lie about that. This is a post on Twitter. This guy named Harambe or whatever on Twitter is a Twitter account. He says none of this was about football, so nasty and classless. Somebody else wrote, they have a habit at humiliating black athletes, plus race war rhetoric is at a premium right now. Only way to beat it is to avoid it. But who's going to stop watching and spending money on the NFL? Some more posts said, savagely beating your wife referred to as off the field stuff, quote unquote. Yeah, that was crazy too.
Sorry.
Major recoil said, not sure why people are having an issue with them saying this. LOL. Is it not true? Another person said, he's a piece of shit and the NFL tries to hide it. Good on her for putting him on blast. Gerald McCoy said, this is so corny, man. Zero to do with the game. Crypto JD said, can Hill sue for this as defamation? So yeah. So those were people's takes on and their reactions to the reporter actually saying that during the live football game. As y'all can see, a lot of men on those posts, they were kind of disgruntled about her bringing it up. It was like, we don't want to see that. We want to see football, Do y'all think men in general, and I know this is a loaded question, do y'all think that when it comes to physical abuse on women, do y'all think most men in society have sympathy for women in those situations, or do you think most men are very passive about it?
In my experience, they're
Don't
very
y'all all
passive.
speak at once?
They're just really passive. I tried the part of the issue that happened with me is when I told people what had happened to me, they brushed it off like it was nothing. And that was part of my psychosis. I was like, wait, is it really nothing? But I have to get spinal injections. But like looking around, like no one really gave a shit. So it's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's super weird. Cause then you're like, but if this happened to another human, I think they would care. So weird.
No, they only care if it's their loved ones. And they make that known very, very clear. And even sometimes that's not always the case, but we do see them react more if it was actually their immediate family, a mother, a sister, a aunt, things of that sort. But when it comes down to hearing a woman that they are not pursuing, they're not in a relationship with them, they don't have no kind of connection with them,
Yeah.
it's very passive. It's very, very passive. The simple fact that majority of the men on those posts were literally saying that this has nothing to do with football. Why are you bringing it up here? Well, you know what? There's a lot of things that be happening and be talked about on the sports center that doesn't have necessarily to do with the sport. And we allow those things to transpire as long as we're in agreement that that's okay to talk about just for that spare moment. But them stating that in those tweets is like more of the brushing over type of effect about what's going on. We don't want to hear that, because if we really wanted to hear that, we would go to the regular news to hear about what he's doing. We just only came here to hear the game and speak about plays and who's up for the new running or who, things of that sort, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that that's wrong because I get it. You went to this particular channel to watch a particular type of thing, but when something serious like that happened, aren't you kind of concerned that this person who might be your favorite player or your upcoming favorite player can be a almost a monster or possibly a monster? Like, you're not really, that doesn't drive you to think any different about him. And that's what I said. It goes back to that limerence type of situation. Do not destroy my image of this person that I admire for how they perform in the sport. I want to look at them in a certain type of way. Do not ruin that for me. And I think that that's more of importance instead of actually dealing with reality.
Big Bad Bull, I apologize. I don't know. My mouth was off. It was a $50 contribution. Shout out to you, Big Bad Bull.
No Cap-tivity.
It was not 25. My bad, Big Bad Bull cussing my ass out. My bad, Big Bad Bull. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So the sponsorship to be a co-sponsor is $50 or more instead of $25 or more. Shout out to you, Big Bad Bull. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. So it's ChatGPT time. Okay. So I got some questions, and we're just gonna answer these questions quickly, and we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Nice and sweet. So the first question is do you think it's harder for a woman to be secure in a relationship than it is for a man? Do y'all think
I'm
it's
sorry.
harder?
Can I add to the last thing really quick? I just
Yeah.
finally found the
Add
report
to the
a little.
last thing. Go ahead.
So I recant everything because after looking at this, the what happened is that they had an assault in progress that police came to, and the following morning is when she filed and petitioned for divorce. So it is
Oh,
documented.
okay.
So it's not it's not sure whether they're going to continue to investigate or whether she's like taking him to court, but it is documented that it was an assault in progress when they were there.
Thank you
So
for
that
that
changes
clarification.
to me that changes everything and that justifies the reporter's uh actions.
Okay. Yeah, that was very important information, man. And if it
Yeah.
is,
Sometimes you have
if
to read the
yeah,
long ass shit.
yeah,
So
if it's
stupid.
documented, that means a lot. I'm
Yeah.
not discrediting her, even if it wasn't documented. I just wanted to clarify that, but it
No,
is
but for the
good to.
sake of what we're talking about,
Yeah.
it does change everyone's stance,
Yes,
I
I totally
think,
agree.
or people's.
So the
Damn,
first.
MJ, you got really good intuition. You were like, no, I'm sticking here.
um. Well, to be fair, that's what MJ does. That's what she do. So But so
What
the
did she
first
do?
Chat GPT question is: do y'all think it's harder for uh women to be secure in a relationship than it is for a man? I'm gonna start with MJ, then I'm gonna go to Anna.
Do I think it's harder for a woman to be secure in a relationship than it is for a man
To feel secure.
to feel secure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Well,
I
No
think I
Cap-tivity.
do believe that it's harder for women, due to the simple fact is that um, most men, and especially when you have a man of means, of value, is seen in a certain type of light. There's that element of options there. I'm not saying that women don't have that same element of options. I think some women don't even give themselves the fair chance to actually pursue as many options as they can. I think they downplay how many options they actually have out there. But it's just kind of maybe this inherent fear that if you don't step up, if you don't compete, if you don't keep yourself at a certain type of way or do this or do that, that the carpet is going to be pulled right from under you, right? And
Mhm.
then now you're always vulnerable once you have children, like you're vulnerable at that state. And then now you're not only thinking about yourself, you have to think about the well-beings of your children. If is this person going to pull away, or is they're going to be who they say they are and still be a parent, or all these kind of things come to play. I know that men have tried to do a good job when it comes down to patriarchy to make women feel secure in their relationships with them, also to have children with them and share their life with them. But we see time and time again that the trust that also helped develop the security has been broken numerous of times, and the gaslighting and the disrespect, and then now even all that happens more public than anything now. Before, it used to be taboo and behind closed door. Is pretty public now, out in the open. Everybody see you catching an L, or experiencing L. I think that men probably mentally they already prepare themselves when they even get into relationships not to be as secure about that relationship. So this is why they have a mindset where they're always having a plan B, or a follow up, just in case if the bottom of the pot falls out. They just naturally go into situations in that way. And that's why they have certain type of, I guess, when starting something with a woman, like they know automatically, okay, I'm willing to invest this much, I'm willing to show this much, I'm willing to do this much, and let's see if she really likes me and she's really down with my plan and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They already set themselves up to what they are willing to lose initially. So even if afterwards, if it doesn't fall out, okay, well, I kind of had it in my back of my mind that that was always a risk and that was always a possibility. However, I do believe that us as women in our society, we have been conditioned very well under Disney, under the Cinderella stories and stuff like that, where once we find our perfect one, our special one, our right person, then everything's going to fall into place and we're not going to have to worry about anything. And it kind of have taken that realistic out of our minds that this person is also a human being, this person is going to err, this person can possibly fail. And don't be so secure in your relationship to the point where you put yourself in danger. I think that element has escaped a lot, where women will put themselves in danger like very, very easily. And when you start to look at the relationship and things that I saw, you like, what, this is what you risk your life for? So that's a long statement, but that's why I feel yes. The
So
answer is
before
yes.
before before I go to Anna, being a part of a lot of these conversations, I know a lot of men would rebut what you said by saying, well, men are expected to provide. Men are expected to invest more monetarily in the relationship. And so men have more to lose when it comes to money. What if the marriage doesn't work out? Family court favors women.
There's also a rebuttal for each of those too, for sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that was my
Wait.
real my real.
Before
So
you
let's
answer
let's
the
go into
rebuttal,
both sides.
before you answer the rebuttal, I wanted you to answer the primary question, but I wanted MJ to respond to that, and then I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, like even with the financial, with the provide and the protect, the one thing that people tend to leave out of that statement, that can be taken away from you.
What can be taken away from you?
Providing and protection, right?
Okay.
So, that's what I said. That's not really security. If at one point this person is providing for you and he decides that he doesn't want to provide for you anymore, where's the security?
So that's why that goes more with what you were saying initially, as far as why women feel it's harder for a woman to feel secure in these relationships, because a man can pick and choose, when he wants to be a provider and not, basically.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And when he wants to do it, how long he wants to do it, and when he doesn't want to do it anymore. So, we can, soup ourselves up thinking that it's going to last forever. But, just like how that man thought that his relationship was going to last forever, it didn't. The same thing applies here.
It was too soon. It was too soon.
So Anna, the same question, and I wanted you to, depending on how you answer the question, I was going to ask you the latter as well. Do you think it's harder for women to feel secure in a relationship than it is for a man?
I think they're both stupid.
Oh my.
I think that women are stupid because they've been programmed to believe that they need a man, and then I think men are stupid because they've been programmed to believe that they need to be everything for a woman. So I was like trying to figure out, because I was in that world for a long time. Like, I see good men getting screwed over. I see amazing women getting screwed over. And it's like they're both talking to the bad species of each side, but really fighting each other instead. So when I did the whole like investigating thing, women, we're told from a young age, like someone will always be there for you. The world is your oyster. Someone like, and it's true. Like whether it's family or a relationship or friends, women are cared for, and there's like 100 times, I don't know the actual quantifiable number, but there are so many more. I think in the entire United States, there's like 10% men's shelters, and the rest are women's shelters. So that just gives you an idea and understanding of like the support that women get versus the support that men get. And so men, when they're conditioned as children, they're told no one will ever be there for you. You have to work for everything that you've got, and you have to provide and protect. So you have men completely depleted, like in their programming. That's why a lot of what I see is that a lot of men are, so I need to take care of myself and I can't, that until I can take care of myself, because that's what society says, I can't take care of a woman. That's the pattern I've seen of like they're overwhelmed or whatever. And then for the women though, it's a lot more emotional and like cold. We're having women become cold. And it I think it's scary, because then the women, have you ever noticed like when guys duke it out, you kind of know like men are holding back, from what I understand. With women, we don't hold back. We go ham. It scratches, like, you know what I mean? That because our hormones literally make it intense. And the same is happening with this whole men and women hating each other and fighting each other. Women have become really cold, and it's messing with their hormones. Now they're okay with things that even in my era, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we weren't okay with. It was like we had F-boy summer, and then the women's retaliation was hot girl summer, and nothing ever went back from there. It was just like, oh, bet. It's almost like the men started, and this is why I told you they were like government ages with Fresh and Fit, because they created that culture. They said marriage is at an all-time low when it was at an all-time high, so that men could react like animals, which they did, and then women retaliated, which they did. But the damage is really severe, and unless you're aware of what's happening, like you're just being dumb. So most of what I see is women becoming entitled, believing that men should protect and provide and they shouldn't do anything, which is like, I don't want a dumb bitch if I was a dude. And like for the men, they're becoming very womanly. It's so difficult to find a man that knows what the sidewalk rule is. And they're talking about being protectors and providers. That has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with money. And it personally, it's one of my pet peeves, and it really makes me upset that I have to tell young boys, hey, just so you don't grow up to be a loser like the rest of these old farts, the sidewalk rule is the woman walks on the inside of the street, the man walks on the outside, which is where the cars are passing. For in any case, if something happens, he can push her out of the way and protect her because they're protectors and providers, but they're not even doing it. They don't know the fucking rule. So women, and look at my reaction because it's like, ew. That's the ick. I already have the ick talking about that. And it's really common. MJ just laughed about it because I'm sure she's peeped it too. And we're just kind of like silently like, I hope he's a gentleman. I hope he's normal. And then he's like fucking on some weird shit. Or some guy is hoping like, I hope she really loves me. I hope she really cares about me. And the bitch is trying to ask for a bag on the first date. Like they're both titiri right now. And the cool thing though is that there's a correction because there's such thing as Darwinism. The stupid people on both sides, they're getting canceled, and it's only going to be the people with cognitive responses that are going to mate with each other. That's eventually how it's going to correct. That's just science.
So with all that being said, do you think that a lot of these panels and talking points purposely created contention between men and women to make it more monetizable and to capitalize off of it? Do you think they created these insecurities that we're discussing right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, you know my conspiracies.
It was all about exploiting for finances. I mean, I hate to say this, but those type of talk shows and stuff like that was heavy on what is going on between men and women and relationships and stuff like that, and outlining what is a woman supposed to be, or even having the dumb question is, what is a woman, and all these things of that sort. They were never thinking about the end game, about their rhetoric. It was all about in the now, in the present, and F the future, because at that time I'm gonna have the bag that I require, the bitch, excuse my language, but the bitch I require, or the man that I require, and I won't have to worry about you when I turn off my screen. And this is what has happened at this point, because the time when all this started going up, what was people at? People was in the house. People couldn't go no anywhere. People was going stark crazy mad. A lot of people was scared. You know, a lot of people wasn't getting mental health issues, or having mental health issues and not getting the therapy that they actually need. And they was trying to find community. They was trying to find a society all over again, and it became virtual. And this has became their virtual society, their virtual friends, their virtual norm, their virtual life. And a lot of the things that they picked up, they started implementing it once they got their asses back outside. And it seems right, it seems good. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, that person is very charismatic when they said this. I can understand them to a T why they think that this is a great idea, but it's still not working outside. And I don't think it's because the stuff that I'm learning is wrong. It has to be me. And this is what we started to see, that the people started internalizing that the reason why they're not getting the results is because of them, and not because it was poor results to begin with. Because majority of these talk show hosts, they don't even live the life that they preach to their subscribers. They've been coming out getting exposed left and right, that they are in the same boat as their subscriber down there, that they tell them that you ain't shit because I have $1 million and I have bitches all around me, and you only have $100, you goofy ass, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but you're literally in the same boat as this individual. So yes, I totally agree. I totally agree. They did not plan for the future at all. They wanted the money, they got the bag, and they scrammed, really.
I think the type of environment that was created with these panels and talking points, we talk about marriage, because marriage for a lot of people have gone completely out the window. They're not even trying to entertain marriage no more. A lot of people are not trying to entertain marriage. I think the reason why we got to this point is because most of the rhetoric promoted what am I going to get instead of what am I going to give. Like, the way a healthy marriage is supposed to work is both parties are supposed to be in a giving type of spirit. What we've been witnessing for the past few years is, what am I going to get? Is it worth it? And what do you bring to my table? You know, that type of rhetoric and stuff, right? And so now everybody's trying to beat the other person out of the deal. You know, they're trying to get the best end of the bargain. And it starts sounding disingenuous, and then the love is slowly seeping out of the whole situation. It's less about giving and love and more about selfishness and what am I going to get, right? And all entitlement, you know. And I've been hearing a lot of men talk like this, you know, first and foremost, because women have been having these discussions, but let's just be honest. Most of the panels that we see, they're mostly full of men. I haven't seen like just a lot of panels full of women just, you know, just talking about this on the. Go ahead, Anna.
That's because we're a little different. We don't need to like have our little alpha male groups. We just need one little queen, and then we're like, and we got plenty of them. Just so you know, we have plenty of leaders that are very wonderful. We're just a little bit more, we don't need to like have a podcast to fight about it. Instead, we're just applauding. Yes, we agree. Thank you. Because it's pretty unanimous. Most women feel under pressure, underappreciated, undervalued, under scrutiny. And the thing is that also women make up 40% of the workforce for part of that reason. They used to be housewives, but that's not deemed as important as a man working. So most women, as far as I'm aware of, it's not like most women were like, oh, I need to work to make money. It's also like a part of like, we have that opportunity now, because it wasn't too long ago that women, I have clients that are literally old enough and they didn't have the ability to have a credit card, let alone a bank account without a man. That wasn't too long ago. I was like, wait, what? That was like legit? She's like, oh yeah, I couldn't do this. And she was an architect. In her era, that was unheard of. And as an architect, she could not have her own bank account because she wasn't married. So she had to keep cashing it like a cashier's check every time and then holding it at home because she couldn't store it at the bank. These are like, when you look at it that way, that it wasn't that far off, women aren't asking for very much. The problem though is that the men have been conditioned to be so depleted, they don't know what to do either. They don't know how to show up. And it's really, then you take into account all the fatherless house homes that we've had since the no-fault divorce, which is how everybody's either not had a daddy or not had a mommy at one point in the family tree several times over. And like some weird shit has gone on. There's more child stuff that happens than what we know is notated. So you have these adults that have been severely hurt, and then you program them with, hey, hate each other. Like, it's pretty clear what happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the next ChatGPT question.
I be listening for "Steady, Are You Ready?" And like I don't know, that pops in my head. Like, oh my god.
Oh, I got that too. Can't y'all see it? Can't you feel it? Can't you feel it? Can't you feel it? Okay, so let's see. I knew that was gonna make you chuckle. So this is another ChatGPT question. I got so many. Okay, are traditional gender roles. Y'all can say pass because I got so many. You can just say pass. Go to the next one, Freeze. Okay, if you want. Are traditional gender roles more challenging to navigate in interracial relationships?
Are gender roles? Huh?
That was a ChatGPT question.
I didn't understand. Can you ask it again?
Okay. Are traditional gender roles more challenging? Why y'all looking?
Pass that damn question. I'm not answering that question.
Okay. Pass. Okay.
I'm like,
pass.
that's a thing.
Like,
Yes.
no, it's the reason why that some people believe that when people interracially date, they know how to show up and show out and perform in their roles easier than actually being with someone of their same race. And I beg to differ. Those individuals have their problems too. People who are in interracial relationship, they're still a man, they're still a woman, they're still having problems, just like anybody else. So that's why I said that's a pass for me.
I don't know what it. I'm gonna answer something because
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
pretty conservative with dating, but I don't know why. Ever since that guy, he was a white guy, so I never dated a white guy again. He like traumatized the shit out of me, and I think white guys are crazy. Anyways,
Oh my!
This is what I've been seeing since then. Okay, it's my own personal, But ever since I started dating like all the other races, I've never had better dating, and it's like the things
No
that I was harping on.
Cap-tivity.
That I was like, ill, that sucks, and like guys don't know what to do. It's pretty much like not those races.
I understand what you're saying.
That's a
Yeah.
I mean, that's a different take.
No, I understand what you're saying because I mean, when I have dated out of my race, I had a lot of far better experiences than dating within my race. However, I wouldn't necessarily, link it to the fact that they are of a different race. I just think that
No.
that particular
I think they're
person-
just cultured.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think more like there's their personality. Right. Yeah.
Like if a person, you're right, because if one was white, but he had traveled more and was cultured, and it worked. So that's what it
Correct.
is. It's just if they're cultured, then it works. But if they're not, then it's harder.
Did you feel more feminine in that relationship? Like
Oh
more?
yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
What did they do to make you both of you? What did they do to make you feel more feminine as a woman? What was different about the relationship?
Well, I just felt like I could be myself, right? And I felt like I didn't have to, prove to myself to, for the attention or anything like that. I felt that, if this person made their choice, then they made this choice to, be with me, rock with me, and be comfortable for exactly who I am. So it was easy for me to just be myself instead of feeling like I have to continue to prove myself or I have to do above and beyond and be extra in some form or fashion, right? And there's a quote. I forgot who said it, but somebody said that when a man chooses a woman, right? They choose who they want to be with. When a woman chooses a woman chooses the man who chooses her.
Okay.
So
No
the man
Cap-tivity.
who accepts her is who she chooses, whereas a man chooses the woman that he accepts.
Yes.
Repeat that last line one more time.
When a woman chooses a man, she chooses the person who accepts her, and when a man chooses a woman, he chooses the woman that he accepts.
No Cap-tivity.
Okay. Did you want to add anything to that before I go to the next ChatGPT question, Anna?
Yeah, because I wanted to agree with what she said.
Okay, go ahead.
The time that I was feminine was the same thing, and it was because I was acting crazy. And he's like, he was really just like, okay, so you're a little crazy. Like, how crazy are we talking? It wasn't like, you know what I mean? I saw this. Because then it's also energetic, and it wasn't that he made me so feminine that I could just like fall apart. It was that he allowed for both sides too. It was I got to be my strong bitch side, be it even more so because I had his ass behind me. And it wasn't just like I could okay, so like example would be when we went on like we would go out to dates, some guy tried to take his drink and I'm very territorial about everything. So I grabbed the guy's hand and like stopped it. And that side of me, when it's able to be like just like that without any like, oh, am I doing too much? Am I being too aggressive? Because society's made it like, oh, you shouldn't be like that or some shit. That's what she's talking about. It's a feeling like everything's okay with me, everything's okay with you, I'm safe with you. And we really like churn ourselves into your care. It's not just, oh, you're a protector and a provider. The woman is also choosing you to churn her care into you. That means like when we really are about it, it's like we don't fight back as much because we chose your dumbass. Does that make sense?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
I love what you said. I was like, yes.
The next ChatGPT question. What advice would you give to young couples navigating relationships in the digital age, like social media and whatnot?
I just see like the new trend being like discipline. Everyone is so like fast and like easy with everything. Like the new flex you're going to see is if you see me with a man, is he disciplined? And I see it even here in Miami. Men will walk, but they walk with their head down because they're disciplined. They're not lingering their eyes. And I think that if both parties have discipline, then it's a fruitful relationship. But if you have one party, even one that's not disciplined, you're inviting chaos in. That's a responsibility you have to take.
Yeah, I agree. I think definitely discipline. I think definitely learning how to choose yourself and walk and move in dignity, and this is on both sides, right? We let a lot of shit go. We also been conditioned to give people second chances, third chances, and fourth chances. And I'm sorry, we have so many experiences that sometimes your chances can run out, and it can even be a more dangerous situation because you gave that person a second and third chance. So I do believe that people need to actually stand on what they say and move accordingly, keep that self dignity and respect no matter what relationship you form. And, me being on an older woman and also have experience of dating people online, don't date people online. Meet them outside. Yes.
Okay. I personally think it's a red flag if somebody is just obsessed, like with being online, like Instagram, or just obsessed, like they just can't put their phone down. Like, if you're addicted, you know what I'm saying? I think that's might be a red flag to me. I don't know. What y'all think?
A lot of people is like that though, right? Because we can't even tell the difference of whether or not somebody's being productive or just doing extra slides or stuff for work, or if they just actually online rolling and scrolling through social media every day. We are in the digital world. I don't think that we should necessarily continue to crucify each other that much about it. This is just the new world, right? However we can get a hold of it, we have to stop the new world, the digital world, for controlling us. And that's what I actually kind of see, is that we are actually losing control. Like, this is something that it was supposed to be at the tip of our fingers, at our button, at our control. This is why we have the phones that we have, the computers that we have, the systems that we have, the cameras that we have, right? It's supposed to be easy access, easy control for us to maneuver. And I feel that these things are controlling us now. They're also controlling our emotions, how we adapt to things, how we socialize, communicate, even with regular people. Is in terminology of code. I mean, just think about it. We literally are speaking code now. We, like YRI or GTSCY. Like literally, we're speaking code now to other people. We don't forget English. Forget the English language now. Like we're gonna abbreviate
Yeah, it's
everything.
crazy.
So yeah.
Liberated Soul said, quote unquote, me being an older woman, MJ talking like she in her 60s or something.
My soul, liberated soul, my soul is in the 60s. Okay?
What do you think, Anna? What do you think, Anna? What advice would you have for young couples navigating relationships in the digital age?
Oh, I thought I already said it. To have
Oh, you
discipline or
did?
no?
Okay. So, this is also what I wanted to say as far as social media or whatnot. Does it matter if you share each other's passwords? If you're in an intimate relationship, even marriage, is it a good thing to share each other's passwords on your social media platforms or whatnot, or does it not matter?
To who?
Oh, well, I mean, of course, you're speaking for yourself. Like, would you feel
No, fuck
like
that.
more secure if you and your significant other shared your passwords, or it doesn't really matter?
If I don't care about sharing passwords, like you can have my password, then it should be both ways, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I like shit real open and transparent.
Okay. So you wouldn't care about giving your password up to your significant other?
Yeah. It's kind of like a trust fall. Do you trust me? I trust you. Let's fuck around and see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you
That's
think?
who AI is.
I mean,
what you think?
I wouldn't care for it. Like I don't need the person's password, and and if they need mine, then so be it. I would kind of I was kind of look at you a certain type of way, but the only reason why is because I can't use that as a security blanket. It doesn't necessarily work. The person's going to do whatever they want to do, regardless if you have their password or not. And they can always create another account which you don't know. They can always have a burner phone, and nowadays. These providers allow you to have your regular phone and have 2 lines on it now. So they can switch between which line, the primary and the secondary line. So, if a person wants to sneak around, they're going to sneak around, do what they want to do. I mean, I know that's just a security blanket that some people want to use, and it makes them feel a little bit more comfortable. And I get it. It's fine. And if that works for your relationship, go ahead and do it. But I just have been a little bit more realistic. It's not going to faze me. If I'm going to find out, I'm going to find out.
So it doesn't really matter. That's to you. That's what you're saying.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
Are you hearing that you just said?
It does matter!
I just wanted to play that clip. Shout out to me. Shout out to me.
No Cap-tivity.
Let me see. So couple more questions before we get up out of here. Probably 1 or 2 more, depending on how many of y'all pass. Let's see. I had a good one too. Okay, here we go. My wife told me, she was like, honey, this is not a good question, the one I'm about to ask y'all, but I'm going to ask it to y'all anyway.
Hey, Mrs. Freezy.
And y'all can tell me if y'all think it's a okay question. She said, honey, that question is more for women. It really has nothing to do with men. That question is catered more for women. I was like, well, it's just going to be me and the sisters on the show, so it's perfect. She was like, okay, but I wouldn't ask it at all. I'm just saying. But anyway, here it is.
Uh-oh.
How do you maintain a sense of identity and individuality within a partnership? ChatGPT question.
Oh, I thought it was going to be way worse.
She was saying if the panel was going to be co-ed, that question really doesn't apply to men, because usually women are the ones that are subject to lose their identity because of, you know, pregnancy and kids and all. And me and her kind of got into a debate about it in the kitchen, whatever. But she said, no, that's usually for women. It's not a good question for men. But do y'all agree with my wife or?
Well, I think there's simps too. Oh wait, can we not say that?
What? What did you just say?
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Simp is not a dirty word. We say simps over here. It's all right.
Oh, I thought you're not allowed to say it per YouTube.
Say what? Say it again.
No, I'm scared too.
I didn't even hear you. Now I want to hear it. God.
It's not simp.
Simp. Oh, yeah, you can say it. It's all good.
Yeah, but that's like the equivalent.
They call
of
me
men
simp
losing
all the time
themselves.
over here. It's okay. Yeah.
Because you're married. It's the weirdest thing. It's only the homosexuals that are calling men simps.
Touche.
Like it's weird. When I was like one of the last times when I left that whole like arguing with men stiff, it's because there was a chat of like 200 people saying that it's not homosexual to be with a trans person. And I was like, I thought that was a part of the letter thing. So I got confused. And then it was just like men saying that they're homosexual but saying that they're not. And I'm like, wait, that means that you are. It's okay. But it was just like the we're saying what we like without saying what it is, and that really freaked me out. It was like the Twilight Zone. I was like, what? And they're the ones that call men simps. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's true. So the only reason why men don't complain about it, Freezy, they don't complain about losing their identity because it's not really meant in the society for men to lose their identity. It's meant for the woman to come into and form into a man's identity and what family structure that they're going to place on that name, right? That last name, that legacy, and that title. A man is not getting up and saying, "Okay, now I have to be something else to conform to, my wife." That's never really the statement, not even in the biblical sense. It's all about the woman conforming to her husband. It's the woman removing herself from her family's house, her parents' house, and now taking on to be a husband and live under his house and follow those guidelines, those teachings, and all that sort. So again, just from our society standpoint, their identity is never being challenged or maneuvering. And if anything, if the man do want to change his identity, is usually framed in growth, personal growth, getting more resources, establishing networking, investing, things of that sort. It really doesn't have anything to do with his ideology of anything because he's already supposed to be situated within his moral compass, his values, and all that stuff. That's already supposed to be set in him already, right? That's why he's a husband, right? That's why he's a mate, right? So that's the reason why it's not brung up that much when it comes down to identity, when it comes down to men, because the only time they really talk about identity growth with men is when they go from boy to man.
You mean like
boyhood to manhood?
Responsibility.
That transition. That's a transition of identity. And then look what women go through. Women go from girlhood to womanhood to motherhood to, you see what I'm saying? There's more steps that women have to go through.
I can pretty much agree with that. Women do, when it comes to family and marriage and relationship and family, I think women do face more changes, you know what I'm saying? Like they face more changes that they have to deal with, like children. And, depending on how many children you have, that could kind of take a toll on you too. If your husband and you don't have like a network, a loving network around you and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I get it. Yeah. What do you think, Anna? Let me see. How do you maintain a sense of identity and individuality within a relationship? Do you think that question Actually, my wife kind of switched the question up. Do you think that question actually applies more to women than men?
Yes, on average, yes. Um, but I also think that like it's a ruler for women. Like if I'm dating someone and I start to think that their stuff is more important than mine rather than both of us being equal parts as important, that's when there's a red flag in me to be able to be like, okay, let me like regroup and go focus on myself a little bit. Whatever I need, and it's not like weird stuff. It's like go for a walk, get grounded. Like if you have a hobby, go do the hobby. If you have a friend, go have like food or dinner with a girlfriend. You just need to get back. Like, okay, perfect example when I'm working too much and I haven't left the house. I need a night of just being done with my girlfriends, and that brings me back to myself. It's the same thing if I was in a relationship and I was losing myself. I need that to take care of myself. If the like fathers or men are protectors and providers, right? But women have women's intuition. But we are not good at that if we're not taking care of ourselves first. We have to. We're also not good moms if we don't take care of ourselves first. We become dependent on the child. So I think there's a lot more hurdles, and I think women need to be supported through those hurdles more so that they can make it out better. I don't think there's any sort of support for them. Us.
I think that a good man can lose his identity. Like a man that's lazy and just selfish, he's gonna make sure he does what he wants. But a good man that works very hard, might be a workaholic, really, really is worried about providing for his family, worried about his wife, doesn't spend a lot of time with his homeboys anymore. They're always asking about him. Hey, where's such and such, man? He doesn't, come play ball with us anymore. He's trying to maintain a certain lifestyle. He wants to make sure his kids have like a college fund saved, all that kind of guy. I think it is possible for that type of guy to kind of, get out of whack with his norm before, with how he used to be before he gets, before he actually interjects himself into that type of situation. But I think on average within the relationship, especially if kids are involved, as far as the expectation, I think women are expected more to give more of themselves in the home. As far as like nurturing kids and possibly cooking, making sure the house is presentable, especially if you especially in a traditional set, you know what I'm saying? So, but I do think it is possible for men who really desperately care about their wives and children and their well-being and just really want to be a provider and have a decent lifestyle, and is just hardworking, and I think it's possible for him to kind of fall off track and for him to need support as well. That's what I think.
Absolutely. I would definitely
So
never
in your
say
face,
that.
wife. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Don't you leave Miss Freely alone, okay?
Oh
But no,
my God.
I'm totally in agreement with you. I would never speak in absolutes. I have seen men, follow the program, right, to the T.
Yeah.
And nobody even like their friends don't know them anymore. They kind of have like a spark that left their eyes. They just start to move like a robot, and everything is robotic. Even their speaking and how they address situation is very robotic, right? I do see that happen, but I will still say that this is something that tends to happen more with women because we're still going through this identity process of who we're going to be when we hit 50s, 60s, 70s, when we are grandma stage, right? Like we're literally still transforming until we even get to that point, So I just see that happening a little bit more. Whereas when men, we try society wise, we try to condition men to who they're going to be when they get older as young men. This is why we harp on trying to get our young boys while they're still molding, they're still able to take in information, because you men also know that is at a point in a young man's life or a man's life that he's not listening to no one, and he's going to make the right decision for himself, even if it's the wrong decision for him in that particular moment. So you really do try to catch them while they're younger and build whatever type of man you want to see when he gets 35, 40. You try to instill all that while he's young.
I thought you guys did excellent during our Chat GPT segment. I really do think y'all did great, wonderful. I really do. I really do. Love you guys. So we've reached the end of the show. Before we get up out of here, I would really love for you guys to give final thoughts. What do you want to leave us with before we get up out of here? I'm gonna start with Anna. Is she okay? Go ahead. Your face froze a little bit.
Oh, did I really? Oh my
Yeah,
God, it did, didn't it?
You're good now. We see you.
Oh, really? It's fuzzy on my end. It's a storm though. But I would say you cannot control stupid people, but you can control yourself.
Awesome.
No captivity.
That was short and sweet. That was the shortest thing you said all night. That's crazy.
I know. Don't say that out loud.
Yeah, you know we love you. What about you, MJ? What do you want to leave us with, MJ? Your final thoughts?
I would say at the end of the day, stay true to yourself. And remember, no love can't start without self-love first. You have to remain and sustain your dignity, and that is going to show in your relationships, and you'll realize that you start getting more of the relationships that you seek when you move in that. And this goes for both individuals. Self-love is the key.
Oh man, that was awesome.
No captivity.
So ladies, I'm gonna bid you adieu. I really appreciate you guys. Mods, if you can put their links. My mods got both of y'all channel links. So please, we're gonna make sure they post your channel links in the chat.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We really appreciate y'all. And I will be calling on y'all again and bothering y'all.
As always, we do it every week. Hannah, it was lovely to meet you. I hope I see
know.
you again. Thank you so much for your
Same.
commentary today.
And I'm gonna follow yours as well.
Shout out to the ladies, man. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
No captivity.
Oh man, this was awesome. This was awesome. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Anna. Mods, could y'all make sure y'all put their links in the chat? If I know Big Bad Bull or Emperor, they had their links. Conversations with MJ. And let me find Anna's link. Let me make sure Anna's link is in the chat as well. Somebody put it in the chat the other day, Anna's link. Let me see. Here we go. Let me find Anna. Okay, here's MJ's. Here's MJ's channel. That's MJ's channel. Let me find Anna's. If I can remember Anna's channel, let me see. I think Anna changed the name. Did Anna change the name to her channel? Oh, let me just click on her. Let me just click on her. There we go. Go to channel. Okay, here we go. Here's Anna's channel. There's Anna's channel. So make sure y'all go to their channels and subscribe and hit that notification bell. No Cap-tivity. We about to get up out of here. Let's see. It's time to do the benediction. Here we go. So the last thing we talked about was losing your identity. This is Matthew 16th chapter 24 through 26. Matthew 16th chapter 24 through 26. It says, "Then said Jesus unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it." So if you're trying to conserve your life, you will lose it. If you're trying to keep doing the things that you normally do in your life, and still be able to fulfill your fleshly desires, you eventually will lose your life, right? And whoso will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So if we're willing to give up the things that we were accustomed to doing in the world and fulfilling our flesh, and to make a decision to follow the Most High God, we will actually find true life for Christ's sake. We will find true life. We will know what life really is if we're willing to let go of the things we used to do. And I think that should be all of our goal, to find true life. It says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What shall a man profit if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" No Cap-tivity. We read that that scripture in Bible study today, but I don't think I got down to the what shall a man profit if he gains the whole world and lose his soul? And what shall a man profit if he, what is it? What does it say? And or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? What is worth your soul? That's what Jesus is asking you. What is actually worth your soul? Why would you even sell your soul? That's what Jesus is saying, basically. In layman's terms, he's saying, why would you even sell your soul? I mean, come on, man. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. I want to say a special Big Bad Bull. Are you there? Are you listening, Big Bad Bull? Shout out to Big Bad Bull, man. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Once again, Big Bad Bull, I want to apologize because I called out the wrong amount earlier. Please forgive me, Big Bad Bull. Big Bad Bull is the official sponsor of tonight's show with 10 total memberships. I don't know. I was just moving too fast, Big Bad Bull. With a total of $50, man. $50.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to you, Big Bad Bull. Thank you. Write something in the chat, Big Bad Bull, if you hear me, Big Bad Bull. But we're about to get up out of here. Shout out to the 42 people that hit the like button and the 2 people that hit the dislike button. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to everybody that decided to share tonight's live stream and became a part of the No Cap campaign. I really appreciate y'all.
No Cap-tivity.
We about to get up out of, and shout out to El Cheapo, man. El Cheapo had a great show tonight, didn't she? Shout out to El Cheapo. El Cheapo had a great show. And I'm proud of you, El Cheapo. El Cheapo was telling me in VIP, Freezy, I'm a little nervous. I was like, come on, man. You done did this before. And she was just a natural up there, man. A natural. That show was awesome. Your show was great, El Cheapo. Yeah, El Cheapo. For real, for real, for real. Blaze McCroy.
No Cap-tivity.
What's going on, Blaze? He said, yes, please forgive Mr. Johnson. He's getting up there in age. I hope y'all think Big Bad Bull got upset and left because I ain't seen Big Bad Bull. Big Bad Bull might be like, man, this nigga short change. I done gave this nigga $50 and he talking about 25. Damn, Big Bad Bull. My bad, Big Bad Bull. If y'all see Big Bad Bull in the chat somewhere, y'all make sure y'all tag Big Bad Bull and say, Freezy said he apologized, Big Bad Bull. Make sure y'all tell Big Bad Bull that if y'all see him in the chat later on this evening, man. Listen, I love y'all. And we're about to celebrate Big Bad Bull. We're about to celebrate Big Bad Bull. So y'all get up off y'all seat and let's celebrate our brother like none other. Shout out to our brother Big Bad Bull for being the official sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $50. out to Big Bad Bull. Let's go.
No Cap-tivity.
Thank you, Big Bad Bull. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. He know I love him, man. That's my brother, man. 10 memberships. Everybody that actually received their memberships from Big Bad Bull, make sure y'all maintain your memberships. Make sure you maintain your VIP passes. I'm still looking for something to replace that orangish red slot right there on my wall, on my rack. I'm gonna take that out and put something decorated there, like a light or something. So I think the measurement is 17 by 14. 17 by 14. That's the measurement. So if y'all find something online, I want it to be red or bright neon red or red. If y'all find anything that I could put there, if I like it enough, I'm going to just send me the link where I can purchase it. Make sure it's affordable. I'm not rich. And I'll get for the duration, you're going to have the credit for choosing the decor right there in that spot. So send it to my email. My email is freezy76@gmail.com. Somebody put my email in the chat. One of the mods put my email in the chat. freezy76@gmail.com. Please, one of the mods put my Gmail in the chat. Or you could, message me on Instagram too. No Cap-tivity with Freezy. We're about to get up out of here. I'm trying to wait for somebody to put my email in the chat before I push the button. Blaze said, "Where's the link to purchase the no? It's coming soon, bro. It's coming soon." Damn, Blaze, you made me feel bad. Okay, I got you, Blaze. I got you, Blaze. I got it, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Blaze, man. Nah, I'm working on it, man. It's coming. I'm right there. Thank you, Fear No Motors. I appreciate you. Freezy76@gmail.com. If anybody has any ideas. The measurements is 17 by 14 inches. 17 by 14 inches. All right. So, but it has to be like bright red, just like that. I was thinking about putting like an infrared light, like a bright red infrared light there, and something else like a decorate. I don't know. I don't know. Brandon said, Freezy, I paint murals. Really? Show me some of your work. Where can you point me to some of your work, man? Message me on the Discord, man. Message me on the Discord or on my Instagram. Let me see some of your work, or send me some pictures or something. Listen, we're about to get up out of here, and y'all know what I always say. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we out of here. I love y'all, man.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man. Go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Unlock the future of branding while outpacing your competition. Dive into the digital realm, transforming raw footage into video epics. Our editors redefine storytelling. At Prime Your Logos, where pixels become portals. Prime Your Logos. Unleash the unseen. Your brand amplified. Visit us at Prime Your Logos on Instagram. Call 704-792-6345. That's 704-792-6345. Prime your brand. Prime your logos, where artistry transcends reality.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.